Welcome to Times Square, crossroads of the world, and another big moment for service in New York City and across the country. And no one is more inspired by it than this amazing collection of people behind me. We've got 125 volunteers, including some of our brand new NYC Civics Corps. Are you? And we've got 24 stars of stage and screen who are dedicated to giving back. And you'll hear more about their commitment in a few moments. Are you with me, stars? And we've got 17 mayors from across the country who met this morning at Gracie Mansion. And we signed an agreement to form an unprecedented coalition called Cities of Service. And I don't even have to ask the mayors if they're with me, because they're solidly behind this great new effort to mobilize millions of Americans into a new era of service. So on behalf of this whole country, and particularly their constituents, I just want to say thank you, mayors. Now, our goal of this coalition is to realize the promise of a new bipartisan Serve America Act, which is named after the late Senator Ted Kennedy, one of our nation's greatest public servants. And I think there's nobody from that distinguished family who does as much for this city as, standing behind me, one of our local residents, Caroline Kennedy. And we're gathered here today because tomorrow, as you know, is September 11th, which the President has proclaimed a National Day of Service and Remembrance. And we hope that through our Cities of Service, mayors will create opportunities for millions of Americans to give back to their communities and really make a difference in our country. And it really is imperative. If we are going to answer the President's call to service, then cities have to take the lead. And because many of the most difficult challenges facing our country and many of the people who need our help the most are concentrated in urban areas. Now, there's no question that mayors are on the front lines, fighting to keep their communities strong in a period of economic uncertainty. And that's why we've begun to work harder and smarter at tapping into the unparalleled power of volunteers. And I'm proud to say that the effort we've made in New York City with the launch of NYC Service and a similar initiative in many of the cities represented here today will really work together to spread the powerful spirit of service and volunteerism across our entire wonderful country. And if we do it with the critical help from grassroots groups like Service Nation and from the great Rockefeller Foundation, we really can make a difference